Japan has some of the best and most unique knives in the world. Their high-quality craftsmanship makes them not only eye-catching, but long-lasting and precise. Join me today as I check out some new branches of my favorite knife store, Musashi Japan. Minasan, konnichiwa, Squishy Toke, yokoso! Today we are in the iconic Asakusa, and it's been a really long time since I've been here, and I can't wait to explore. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. We're now walking down Nakamori, and I think we're quite lucky because it is busy, but it's not as busy as it usually is, and you can find everything here. This is a really tourist-friendly place because there are so many places here that you can buy souvenirs and also some delicious food. I got age manju, and this is my favorite thing to get in Sensoji. Like, I absolutely love these, and I got two different flavors. So I got kabocha and also the standard flavor, and I cannot wait to try them. So let's dig in. So this is the standard flavor. Let's go. Itadakimasu. This is so delicious. The outside is so crunchy, the inside is so soft, and only slightly sweet, which I love. It's the perfect combination. The next flavor I have is kabocha, which is probably one of my favorite flavors of anything. Let's try it. I love that you can taste the natural sweetness of the kabocha. I don't think they've added too much to it. This is really good. I love it. Oh, Musashi Japan is here. We have to check it out. Let's go. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Right on. Good to see you again. Hello.
So this is Zachary. If you watched our previous video at Musashi Japan, you probably recognize him, and I guess he's now at the Asakusa branch. How are you?
Good, doing really good.
How are you finding it? This is brand new. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, this is the new one. Other shops are the more knife-centric ones. This is more of our flashy store.
Oh,
so
flashy.
Yeah.
And so this opened in January, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
And then there's another one in Minami Kabashi that opened in...
Straight down the road, it's like about 5 months old.
Okay, 5 months. Wow, so much has changed.
Yeah, the company's really grown a lot in the last year.
Wow, impressive. So the vibe of this store is completely different to the original one in Kappabashi. This is noticeably a lot smaller, but you can immediately see the knives on display. You don't have to get very far to notice that this is a knife shop. Okay, so you may remember that last time I was here, I bought a knife for my sister, which she absolutely adores. This time, I'm personally looking for a knife, so what would you recommend?
I totally remember what knife your sister bought. I think we actually still have one on the wall. But for you, I'm gonna go something a little bit different, maybe a little more flashy, more your style, I think.
I'm so excited. So I'm kind of curious now because you said something a little bit more flashy. So what knife would that be?
So a little more flashy, more in the handle. The blade is going to be much more form over the fashion as well.
Okay.
Probably somewhere along this road. These are all the santoku bocho. Three virtue, right? Meat, fish, vegetables. Some people say it's like pushing, rocking, and chopping. I like meat, fish, vegetables.
Okay.
It's really an all-purpose knife. You can do anything with one of these.
Perfect. That sounds ideal.
Nice. Probably one of these actually. This whole series of knives here, these are all our recycled ocean plastic.
I remember these.
Yeah.
I actually love the concept of these so much.
So nice, right?
Yeah.
So the plastic comes out of Tsushima Island from the west coast. A volunteer group collects it. We're working with them to help clean up the beaches. We're repurposing it into the handles for these knives. How about this one?
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I forgot how light these were.
Crazy, right?
It's crazy because this handle is made of recycled plastic, and I don't know why, but I expected it to be so much more heavy than it actually is. I love it.
It does look really, really nice, but whenever you're choosing a knife, it's always feel, steel, and then looks. So you want to try it first, make sure it feels good in your hands. And this hand will just slowly move back as you cut. Hold the blade, pinch.
Oh, pinch.
The blade itself,
Yep.
yeah. 3 fingers around the handle.
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
Ah. Okay, and then move my fingertips back. I'm not confident at all, I feel like that's clear, but it is quite a comfortable knife to use. So this is a relatively new branch. What else has changed?
So we've opened another third shop kind of towards the first store, and then there's a fourth store in Tsushima Island and a new soon-to-be fifth store in Kyoto.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot right now. You should go check them out. Just down the road is the third shop chronologically, I guess, and then it's on the way to the first store. Maybe go check that one out again.
Oh, awesome. I think we should go. Let's do it. So I've got my knife, and now let's head to Minami Kabashi. I'm really excited to see another new Musashi Japan store. Let's go. It's not too far. I am now in the Minami Kabashi branch of Musashi Japan, and this store is a lot smaller and it's meant to be slightly more casual. So the other branch in Kappabashi is probably the most formal, so it's a great place for professionals, whereas this one is good for professionals, tourists and casual knife lovers. So let's have a look around and see what they have here. So although this branch is a lot smaller, they're still able to fit so many knives and clearly display them as well. It's got a very cozy atmosphere in here, and it's a really comfortable, nice vibe. I really like it. So with me I have Hansen, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions. So, how did you get into knives?
Essentially, cooking has been my hobby for a long, long time. My passion for cooking really started the first time I visited Japan, which is 13, 14 years ago now. So much delicious food, and when I got back home I wanted to make it myself. And that's kind of when I started getting into knives.
So you're from Norway originally?
Yes.
So do you think people in Norway know about Japanese knives and how special they are?
I think a lot of them don't really. I think they can look at them and see that they're different. But a lot of the fine detail about it, the steel, the thinness, the sharpness, these things, I think a lot of people don't know the particulars. And we do get a lot of people that they can kind of recognize the santoku, the regular kitchen knife. But when it comes to the more special looking knives, they don't really know what they're for. And that's kind of part of the joy of this job, is explaining people how you use the different knives. So this is actually one of my favorites.
Okay.
So it's a santoku, extremely versatile kind of kitchen knife. You'll find one of these in most Japanese kitchen. It's thick enough that you can go through larger vegetables like potatoes and onions. It's got a bit of curve to it as well, so you kind of can do the rock back and forth. It's very difficult to go wrong with a knife like this. The blade itself is made in Fuji Prefecture, southern Japan. And what's so great about this handle is that each one of them is completely unique. So really, really good for gifts as well.
One of the coolest things here is easily the counter, because it's kind of shaped like a bar, but also we have drawers here, traditional Japanese furniture, I suppose. And because this is such a small space, they're able to use these drawers to store extra things in. So it's really useful, but also it really adds to the cozy atmosphere. Which is your favorite knife?
Mine?
Yes.
It's a 240 Gyuto knife. So it's a good all-rounder, can do vegetables, meat, fish. We're looking at 99 layers of silver 3 steel. What makes this blade stand out towards the others, in my opinion, it's not only it is its beauty, it's an absolute beauty, but what makes a Japanese knife sharp is how it is grinded by the craftsman.
Okay.
So you have thicker knives in the end, you have thinner knives, and this one, as you can see, stays beautifully thin almost up until the tang. What this does is, it feels like you're cutting butter.
Wow.
It is an exceptional experience.
I've been informed that just this month there are staff on the rota that speak 14 different languages. So if you're looking for a knife but you're a little bit nervous about what questions to ask or about advice in general, fear not, because I guarantee you there is someone here that speaks the same language as you. I am back at the Kappabashi branch of Musashi Japan, and I have so many fond memories of this particular branch. I absolutely loved my time here last time, so I'm super excited to be back and learn even more. So now we're going to have a lesson in knife sharpening, which I have absolutely zero idea how to do. So this is going to be very useful for me, and hopefully for some of you too.
Some of this, you have to soak in the water first, like around 6 to 10 minutes. Then our whetstone, basically, you don't need to soak it in water. You just need the water put on it.
Okay.
So act as a sharpening agent. So mostly the knife will be 45 degrees. Then lift this knife until 15 degrees. Push, you apply force, and you relax. Push, relax. Some burn coming out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the burn.
So if you want to know how to sharpen a knife and see it in person, you can come to Musashi Japan and at any time just ask a member of staff and they'll be happy to demonstrate for you. So arguably one of the most fun things about the Kappabashi branch is there's actually a bar upstairs that specializes in sake, and it actually looks a little different now compared to when I was last here. It definitely has a more traditional bar feel now, and I'm really excited to try some more of their delicious sake. So let's do it.
So here what we have on the second floor, we have a few sake tasting flights to give you a nice idea of what sake can taste like. For example, the first one is called the Emotions, to give you a nice idea of the taste of the sake, from full body to very clean to slightly sweet. The second one we have is called the Yokai. This one gives you a nice, more unique and fun sake.
This time I have the Japanese ghost set, and let's just try these. The first one I have is Yukiotoku, and it's meant to be light, sharp and dry. So let's see if we can taste that. Kanpai. Yeah, I would probably describe that as light, sharp and dry. This is really, really lovely actually. It's really easy to drink and it feels kind of like a good sake for summer because it is quite light. So since we're in Kappabashi, it only makes sense that we're trying a sake called Kappa, and this one is actually pink, which is really, really surprising, and it's meant to have a mellow, sweet flavor. So let's try it. That might be the sweetest sake I've ever had. If you're a sake beginner and you don't like strong alcohol flavors, I would definitely recommend this one. It is really sweet and really delicious. This next one is Medama, and this is also meant to be another sweet sake. So let's see if it's sweeter than the last one we tried. Here we go. Ah. This is good. This is actually what I thought the other one would taste like. This tastes like your classic sweet sake. So yeah, this is also lovely. Not as sweet as the previous one, but still sweet and pleasant. The final sake I have is Tatsuriki, and this again is also meant to be sweet. So it's really nice to have a selection of sweet sakes for a change. Let's try it. Oh wow, this one has a really unique after flavor. I would say this is the least sweet out of the sweet options, but it's sake, so obviously it's still delicious. I really like this flight. I do feel like this has a nice mixture of sake for sake beginners and people who are used to sake already. It's really good. I definitely recommend it. So not only do you get to try delicious sake here, but you can also purchase the bottles as well. There are also some gifts here that are not knives or sake, just kind of a little bit of everything is sold here, which makes it the perfect one-stop shop for absolutely any gift imaginable. Well, that's it for today's video, you guys. It's been so good to be back at Musashi Japan and seeing all the beautiful knives. It really is such an amazing experience, and as usual, I really do recommend you guys come and check it out for yourselves. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. What is your favorite thing to cook? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!